drinking some coffee for two things. I almost didn't come live. Um, I've been woken up, shook since 4 in the morning, and I took a tiny little nap early in the morning. But yeah, so I took a little bit of a shower and I was talking to some old friends that I have in Washington State still. I seem to think that people had forgotten about me up there, but they really haven't. Um, yeah, so hold on a second. Sorry. I've been meaning to get these out. Remember, these were the bells from last year. I only used a few, and I think a lot of them drop in my cabin. I got these from these beautiful ones from last year through Michael. And yeah, I didn't use a lot of them, but they are beautiful and they remind me of the person who I'm gonna dedicate this video to. Some of you may already know if you looked at my Instagram. I'm gonna tell you why I'm drinking coffee. Outside that let me turn on the other lights because I feel like it's gonna rain, so I think it's really gloomy. So there we go, so you guys can see better. Merry Christmas, y'all. I was supposed to do that the whole time I've been unboxing stuff, but I kept forgetting, but I didn't forget today. I'm also ringing these bells because the person who I'm gonna dedicate this live to, which is you'll you'll see, which is interesting because most of the main item here is from this person where he was from originally. This person was my professor a long time ago. The last good professor I had, in my humble opinion. Um, he had a very unique teaching, like um, the way that I was brought up. And that's the reason that I was not gonna make this live. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was shook this morning. I noticed, first of all, my former professor name, and he would always be a doctor, a professor, because he died. He passed away 3 months ago, give or take. I didn't know. I just found out early this morning. Like I always tell you guys, the signs are always there. My signs were there. I guess I got caught up in being so busy, but the only consolidation I have is that my first project was actually for him in dedication to him, and ironically, it was I finished it and presented it 4 days before him passing. When I finished it, I tagged him on Instagram because we stayed connected this whole time. I haven't seen the I hadn't seen him since I left the community college in Vancouver, Washington, back in the spring of 2011. I transferred shortly after, a few months after that, into the Washington State University in Pullman, so that I had to move within the state. And then once I was done there, 2 years later, I came back to California. Yeah, and then I went elsewhere, and then I came back to California. But so we never saw each other again. I haven't been back to Washington State to visit the two areas that I spent 2 years each. Obviously, he lived in Vancouver. That's where he taught. That's where we met. Um, so I was really shaken because I noticed he didn't have hadn't posted anything, anything yet. And I don't mean this live to be heavy. It's not. I just want to get this out why I'm dedicating this live to him. And and it's nothing, you know. I already cried my eyes out all morning. I just could not believe it. Um, and I noticed that he didn't post anything from his birthday, which just passed a few weeks back on the 5th of December. And I think around the 7th, I was working and I went to work and I literally saw a kid. I knew, first of all, I knew something was off with him, but I was so busy with my projects that I never bothered to check into his profile. He was a photographer as well, like a real photographer. Um, he learned that trade. Well, his dad made him learn that trade in Germany. Like, I think when he was around, on base with American soldiers, his dad was an American soldier, and his mom was German, and he was born in Germany. Um, but at like around the age of 9 or 10, and he barely spoke English. Like he understood it, but he didn't really speak it. He spoke German, and his dad sent him over. So he learned like the real trade, like the real like photography. He had like two very old. Well, one was German Leica, which are very expensive, as a lot of you may know, and the other one was a Hasselblad, which was very old, but very pretty, and some really old, like really really old. And he used to develop um, his stuff either at the school or he had a studio also in the basement of his house. He taught a lot of students. He, you know, I didn't take part in it because I never truly like photography. Never, I don't know. It just really didn't do. It didn't pique my curiosity. Is what I'm trying to say. So he took a lot of pictures, and when I moved to Washington State, to the university, he started taking pictures of his garden. And one day I told him, mind you, most of his pictures were black and white. He was also colorblind, so he was like, "There's no point in me taking pictures colors because I he still sees them in black and white." But sometimes he did take them in color when he was playing around with like modern cameras, which he didn't really like. But with the Polaroid, he really did enjoy the new version. He used that for like 2 years straight. He would take Polaroids and then he would take picture of the Polaroids that he had taken with his own camera, which is funny. Um, and he said he hadn't had much this fun since like 1980 something, and he was quite funny. And he yeah, so I remember so he took a lot of pictures, and I remember telling him, and like I think it was um in this fall of 2011 that he should take more pictures of flowers because he was taking them really pretty. And he did. He listened and he started taking more pictures. And yeah, I was right. A lot of he gained more views, and I think he entered more stuff. And I think he was a writer. He was very very smart person. I took German with him, which was my third language. Um, but he actually had a doctorate in comparative literature, which was German, British English, and French. He was fluent in all three of them. But he liked the American accent. His dad was American. He came from Germany at either 16 or 17. And he did 1 year in Berkeley, and then he graduated. So he took a year off because for German standards, he was average, but in America, he was very smart. So they paid him 1 year. He said, just all he did was read literature for 1 year because he got paid. He got like a scholarship or something. Previous to him earning his MA and PhD at UC Davis. His dad had a ranch somewhere up there, and that's basically where he came. Um, he was very very bright, and He was one of the only PhD professor that um, elevated my skills, my foreign language skills, and other skills because I got broken into German. I already had heard the language and a little bit about the culture through somebody in my family um, that we knew. He was not a member of my family, but he was like family and he was older than Julian. So I kind of understood the rhetoric, and he kept telling me that I was very German, um, because that I didn't look, but I was very German in my ways. And yeah, for a Hispanic person, I don't like to talk about my feelings, myself. Like I don't like it when people come unannounced to my to my house. I don't we don't like to disclose our private matters and our home and stuff like that. And he told me that I was very German, and I'm pretty sure that yes, because I went to Germany. And yeah, and I did find it interesting, um, and but not somewhere where I would like to live. But I did find it more or less pleasant, like the way that him and this other man that I knew um, before I was born, and then after I was born in my adolescent to childhood, how they were and stuff like that. They were very kind, but without how do I say, without crossing a line. There were, yeah, and so I was really devastated. He was only 58. He died of cardiac arrest. I guess he had health issues, and I did notice in the last maybe 6, 7 years, I noticed his health was deteriorating him because he didn't look anymore the way that he had looked when the 2 years that we spent together, and yeah, he didn't look nothing like that. He did have some sort of surgical procedure, maybe 5 years after the last time I saw him, and he had to had that because he was having some issues with his stomach, and it's that's really delicate according to a lot of the doctors. So yeah, I was this morning I was so heartbroken and taken back. The only thing, and this is why I'm drinking this coffee, that I wish I would have done, he kept telling me that all these years, especially in the before the pandemic and a little bit after the pandemic, I was actually gonna go to Washington State in 2020, and I had it all set up, and then that pandemic happened, and I postponed it, and then I postponed it again the following year because my mom passed away, and I was in mourning in 2020, the most of 2021. And so yeah, I just the opportunity arose, but I ended up going to Hawaii, and I just kept pushing it, and he would always tell me the last 6 years or so that if I come to Vancouver, I think it was his way of telling me indirectly to basically come visit. Um, that we would that let him know so we would go out for coffee and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's really nice. And I just kind of kept pushing it, and yeah, that's hence why I'm drinking coffee. So yeah, he was one of a kind, and he would be greatly missed. I'm not the only one. I was one of the many students that he touched. Um, the other students, he gave them a sense of purpose. With me, he gave me a sense of direction. Eventually, I knew I was gonna be a teacher. When we met, I was a week and a half away from turning 27. I'm 41 now, about to be 42, but he is gone. So yeah, he instilled in me a lot of faith about that teachers like him. He was my professor, but I grew up with teachers like him that genuinely cared and created and did a lot of things with the students for the students. And also, like in um, he helped us understand and get to know German culture. I knew a little bit about German culture because I knew this other person, but a lot of students didn't, and a lot of them have German blood in them because of the wars and stuff like that, and stuff like that. But his parents did lived a little bit longer than him, at least 15 years each longer than him. He had, yeah, he left really young. And like I was saying, I saw the signs in November. His name popped up in my head, and I was like, um, so I was one of those two things usually happens when that happens. Either I know something is wrong with the person, or I'm gonna cross paths again with that person. So I was thinking we were gonna cross paths again, not thinking that he had already been gone, and that probably he was trying to get my attention in spirit, because I do believe in spirit, that he was long gone. And then I said I saw the week of the days following his birthday. I heard a little kid. His name was Julian, and I'm like, that's a sign. And then the very last day, about a week ago, yeah, less than a week ago, the little boy was blonde, and he looked a lot like like his son. I mean, his son. He didn't have a son. He has a daughter, but uh, his brother's son, which is his nephew. He took a lot of pictures of Thomas. Very cute. He looked a lot like him. His daughter looks a lot like him. He left a daughter behind. She's 27, Isabel, and she is the spit image of him, of Julian. When he was younger, uh, yeah, very beautiful and graceful young lady. She is a Capricorn like myself. We're only like 3 days apart. He would always ask me how come his daughter wouldn't understand him because he was a Sagittarius by sun, and his daughter is a Capricorn like me, but on the 7th of January. And I said, I don't know. I have a lot of, it's not just your sun sign, it's a lot of other signs in your chart. I have a lot of Sagittarius and Aquarius in my chart. So there is some easiness about me because I have that straight Capricorns, or a lot of Capricorns um, in their chart will make them really dry and how do I say it? Stubborn. Like it it is this and that's it. So yeah, that was my former teacher that turned into a friend, and he kept always my he helped me with my first MA, and he I didn't want to do a master's, and he kept telling me to do a master's, that it would be in my best interest. He'd be very happy that I'm about to embark on the teacher journey in public schools, and I'm getting another master's. He always would tell me that a PhD was better. Um, but I don't think I have that in me to do a PhD in like basically 5 6 years. It's a lot of work. I convinced him that he had a comparative PhD. Um, yeah, with 3 different languages. Um, yeah, he was just amazing. Amazing photographer in person. Loving, caring. There's not enough for me to say about him because he was all of those things. Um, and yeah, so I was taken back. And like I said, my only regret is that I didn't go back to take him on that cup of coffee that we both long no longer as a student teacher, but more of an acquaintance. That's what when I finally got my master's, and I did it also. I did my I didn't do a thesis. I did a project, a research project, but mine was based on a um, comparative politics between American immigration and German immigration and how they compare and contrast. And that was thanks to all the hard work I did in German with him. I'm not fluent in German. I lost a lot of my German, but I do have a dictionary. It's called a Taschen Universitan book, and it's I'll show it one day to you guys. It's very thick and it's a Spanish English, and that's why I said he allowed me to be myself and to we both were shocked how it took me 6 months to create my own frame of how to learn foreign languages. In my, it is very psychological. It took me 6 months to figure that out, and he allowed me, he gave me that platform that I so needed. And like I said, I met him in a time that I needed some guidance. And yeah, um, going into his classroom was always pleasant. It was very home like. The only thing that shortly after I came back. I finished my studies. Like a year or two later, he went into the English department because they shut down his German program, which was sad. That's because the school wanted the money, and he ended up he yeah, he was a good teacher no matter what, but I think he didn't envision himself teaching English literature, even though he knew a lot of that, a lot about French. He was very philosophical person. He liked to argue a lot, but he was very yeah, just very bright and yeah. So I actually at the end of this session, I'm gonna do this. I did this thing for him. So it is like he died and um, right at the turn of fall. So I did have a ref and with the day of his death. And then I since he was born on the 5th of December, I did this another half ref. So in referring December Christmas. And yeah, and then his name in the middle. I might just add a German flag around his name, but for now, this is what I have. I just felt like it needed to be half and half, and yeah, and I'm not gonna be sad. I keep hearing him that don't be sad that he, you know, it's all good, but I just can't believe it. Like I just can't believe it. I talked to my former tutor Sarah today, and she told me she found out in October, but she forgot to tell me. I don't know. Somehow I feel like I was meant to know today, and it was surely before this live of this. This is one of my presents that I bought for myself. It came on Saturday. This is a Kaweco. It's a German pen. It's a very good German pen. Um, they're like the Lamies. German is known for this, for these type of pens. See, it even gives you Nuremberg, Germany, and it's a very good pen. And it's funny because I kept pushing this back until today, and yeah, who would have known? It would have. My Da Vinci stuff is in Bell Garden, so I'm there. The mail already came today, so it's gonna be probably delivered to me on Thursday or Friday. So whenever they deliver it, then I'll make that video. I'm not gonna make a video, I mean a live tomorrow. I'm probably not gonna make a live on Thursday. Um, I'll see how I feel on Thursday, but Friday, then yes. So by Friday it should be here, or else I'll make the video on on Saturday. But yeah, so a lot of people are not here, and that's okay. I'm kind of like a sappy live, but this is for you, Julia, wherever you may be. Okay, so I got this beautiful ink set. I don't have too many inks, but when I saw this, I saw somebody swatch their inks like that, and I thought they were a little bit bigger, but that's okay. Because I want to put them, I want to stamp them. And I'm not going to do it today, but it's so cute, those little bottles. So wherever the bottles, I have this type. I have, I think, this type, and I think this is, I have an ink here that it has, it's new from Blick. It's called Alchemy, Magic Peach Fuzz. So this one, yeah, and look what it says. Um, in the cauldron, embrace peach melted with starlight birthing spell binding elixir, and it says, with these inks, your doodles arrival spells in the Merlin spell books. It's so cute. So whatever this one is, and then I'm gonna stamp all of these off camera and put them in one of those notebooks that I have for inks. And then I'll show you guys. I'll do it on camera. I'll fill it in. It'll be kind of fun. So I thought, yeah, it was super cute. Different types of inks. So yeah, I don't have too many. I only have like maybe 10. I also got this beautiful. Oh, this is you know how Lindsay the Further Crafter. Well, in case if you watch her, maybe don't watch her. Oh wow, I talk about my professor, but my former professor. I should. Well, he would always be my professor. I hate to say it. He is gone but never forgotten. Um, should I say? Yeah, she released a bunch of these, and people said they were expensive. I didn't buy them, but I've been wanting to get some stencils. I'm not a stencil person per se. I rather sketch. Even if my sketch is not that good, I rather sketch. But circles are hard. I have to admit, they're hard. So I found this. This is from a drafting on, and I got, because this is what I wanted, right? Oh, you guys could barely see it here. I know what I'm gonna do. Sorry. I'm gonna have to do it on my on this. Yeah, because you can't see it. Here we go. This is why I bought it, because and you can't even see it on here. What the heck? See, it's all your fault, Julian. Here we go. Now you guys can see it. So this is the reason. Oh my God. Why is there's so much light, I don't know why you guys can't see it. So these are super big circles, and that was the reason. These are, and it gives you the centimeters and stuff like that and millimeters. That's because these are like engineering. So I thought they would be fun because I love like bubbles, and I want to do like Christmas stuff, even though Christmas is tomorrow already. I don't care. So these are big bubbles, and usually they come with three, but this one has a lot of different stencils that I was like, oh, like the little squares, a bunch of little things, and it has, oh look, it even has like to put it in. It has holes to put it in, like in a binder or something. So it has a bunch of things. So I thought that was cute, you know. I was like, oh, and it only cost me $9.99. And see, we have this also, this smaller circles. So see, and then we have, and they're all different sizes. So this is really cool. So I was like, oh, okay. I don't know why engineers would use a lot of this stuff. Oh, maybe I know angles and stuff, but it says furniture template. Yeah. So I was like, oh, like a little photography and stuff. Um, and look, even has jagged edge, pretty cool stuff that I would have never seen. Jagged edge as well. Stuff that I would have never otherwise looked until she brought it up. And I was like, I am not gonna get it from her. Like I heard people say it was expensive. So I'm just gonna wait in Amazon and I look for these are so cool. I wish these were bigger, like probably like this size. But they're like especially the honeycomb, this ones. These are hard to make and I need to make a bigger ones. The honeycomb ones because I wish see like this ones I wish they would have been like I wish this stencil would have been bigger like this one and this one it would have been like little but they made because the octagon I wanna yeah those are hard to sketch so yeah that's kind of what I got today along with my Kaveiko. The stamps I got them before. I'm gonna show you my gift. This is not all like my gift is nice. I opened it on. I'll do this at behind camera. But first we're gonna open all this little items that I got. This is a clip that I got for a Kaveiko. This is a silver one, but it was the cheapest one. It's like $6. Because the gold and the bronze are more expensive. The gold is like $9. And then I found out after I ordered it that I could, and it's gonna go on my pen. My birthday, I mean my birthday's not here. It's almost a month away. It's like, yeah, almost a month away. But I'm already birthday. And this is how they come through Amazon when they're, this is Kaveiko, because I didn't order the converter is expensive, y'all. So I gotta wait on that. A converter for this is like $13. And you're gonna see why. So this is a Pro Black 6 ink cartridges for Kaveiko because you cannot use other ink cartridges. I saw like so they it comes with one, but that one is blue and this is black. So I want it in black, and the blue I could put it in here. So um, yeah. Well, for now, let me take one off because so now the moment we've been waiting, well, you've been waiting for, except for me talking. And then we're gonna open this. But first, we're gonna open this. Well, I opened it already, but so you guys could see it. Hi, Ivy. Um, so this is I got it from Amazon for $51, but with this edition, it's 10 more. So in reality, it cost me like 61, but that's okay. Look this beautiful. Look at this beauty. It comes with a beautiful Kaveiko. We say Kaweiko, but in German it's the W, it's a V. Kaveiko. Today we're all German. um, in memory of my professor. License to write. Germany since 1883. Germany is known for pens. Kaveiko, you see that? And this little tin costs you like $15 if you don't buy it with a pen. I wasn't sure I was gonna get one of these. I was so happy when I got it like this because I had read some people got it in a little baggie like this and like with this one and then that was it. They didn't put and some people were telling me that they did get the tin. So I was unsure. So that's why when I got it on Saturday, I opened it and I inspected it and then I was like, oh, I got a little tin. Like I opened it thinking like, cause it was inside of something else, like cover. So when I uncovered it, I was like, oh, there's a tin. I was like happy about it. And I'm like, yay! So now it comes with the little Kaveiko. This is a sticker, so I'm happy. And this is the user manual. Anything German, you're always going to have a certificate of authentication. Um, See, and it tells you all kinds of stuff for your pen, or you're going to have a qualitat, which is a quality. Anything, pencils, anything that is made in Germany, it's going to have that little piece of paper or this. In this case, this is a certificate of authentication because this is a pricey item. Now this, and it has room for two. Look at that. How cool is that? And you know I'm gonna buy another one, either for my birthday or one else. And this is what I was like, look at that. Look at this beautiful pen. It is a Kaweco L Sport Germany in rose color. So I guess I should have got the clip, huh? Well, it's okay. I don't mind this one. Yeah, these clips, some of them come with it, but I noticed the one that came with it, it was more expensive. I was like, I am not gonna see. Ooh! Oh my god. And the one that came with it, it was $15 more. But so I was like, no, I'm not gonna buy that. And actually, with the cartridge and stuff, it was cheaper. So I'm gonna take it off because I don't want to scratch it. It's an aluminum, you guys. It is not plastic. That's why it was $51 and it was on sale. Once I bought it, it went off sale. Look at that. It is a fine nib, but I could change that in the future. Look at that. But as you may know, it's not as fine as you might have thought. But and so, like I said, I didn't buy a converter for this one because the converters are $13. They're expensive. So right now, I was like, I'll just buy these 6 cartridges, which is, I think it was $6 or something like that, plus the clip, which is another $6 alone. But it was cheaper then. So see, it does come with a cartridge, but this is blue. So I'm not gonna. I don't want blue. I want black. So we're gonna change that to black. And take one of these blacks out, and I'm gonna put this one in there, the blue. I'm gonna take that off. And yeah, it has to be on these type of pens. It has to be. So this, if you had a converter, when I buy the computer, I could use my own. So for now, I'm gonna put it in. Shoot, you have to. There we go. See, it like you have to pierce it, and once you pierce it, it snaps. Oh my god, look at how little. And then this one post. I wanted the Hello Kitty one, you guys. But the Hello Kitty is like 150, and there was another Hello Kitty, but it's plastic. There's two of them. And I was like, yeah, screw Hello Kitty. I'm gonna get this one because it's aluminium. And it comes with the Hello Kitty comes with the tin as well, but it's more and some other merchandise. But I didn't want a plastic one, for my first Kaweco. I wanted aluminium because I wanted to last a really long time. And then the clip could go like this. I don't want to scratch it. Like, oh, I'm so afraid. This. See that? Da, 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 da. I'm gonna take off the clip because I'm afraid to scratch it, you guys. So I'm gonna leave it on. See? Okay, I'm afraid. So I'm gonna leave it on the little tin. So when I have to post it, take it somewhere. Oh my god, you guys. So this was what I was waiting for to unveil. Um yeah, so let me also, we're gonna swatch this individually because I cannot do it with that one. This is the Alchemy. Greetings, Gratitude for choosing our enchanting inks. May every pen stroke of yours conjure the tales of wonder. And look at this. It's a little, so we're gonna put here magic, magic. Ooh, right, so good. Peach fuzz. Look at that. Right's amazing. Ooh. And this is thick. This little thing is thick. And yeah, this is a blick item. Ooh, let's see what is new item. Oh look, it comes with a little testing. More stardust. The white stardust in the bottle has been measured and added to preserve the peach shade. We didn't want the shade to be reduced by shimmering. A few of you might, however, want more of the shimmer. We recommend to try the bottle of ink that is to see how you like it and add more. Stardust from the vital as per your liking. Oh, that is so sweet of them. Look at that. They added more. I thought it was a different ink. That is really kind though. Oh, it has a little cork, you guys. A little cork stand. Look at, oh, that's what they told me. This is a new, look, it has a cork. How cool. Ooh, look at that. Dun, 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 dun. Look at this. Ooh, look at this stardust. Ooh, I'm gonna love it. I am gonna love it. Look at that. I am gonna love it. Yeah, it has a little bit of shimmer. This one, Endless Alchemy, Fountain Penning, Design in Madras. I don't know where Madras is. This is a lot of ink, you guys. It cost me, this was the most expensive one because the one I wanted, like a Mars one or something like that, was out of, it went out of stock. So I was like, I'm not gonna wait. I want an alchemy ink. So this I got this one which was $16, but that's okay. It's a lot of ink. I don't, and then it has this little cork and this extra, yeah. Definitely worth the money. But I'm gonna get, it's a set of six, so I need the other five. Oh my god. I'm so in love with this. Look at how cute. Okay. So not that we see in my pen. Hopefully it doesn't leak. It doesn't look like it. That's why I put the cartridge because ooh, I don't want it to leak. But this, oh my god, worth every penny. And I got it for $51 instead of 60 plus, 64, 65, something like that. So I want to swatch this. I'm going to get a little brush so we can swatch this. Oh, this alchemy. Look at how cute. And damn, I always have a lot of trash around here. Ooh, it's so cute, huh, you guys? Oh, sorry, I'm not looking at the comments. What does it say? Hey, Maria and the Alchemist. Yep. Hi, Maria, popping in to wish you happy holidays. Oh, thank you, WA Castle. Yeah, happy holidays to you as well. Yeah. If you don't want to hear a sad story, skip. If you watch this on the replay, just skip it. Because I'm talking about my professor, which is, this is the video dedicated to him. Rest in peace or rest in power. But I don't want to talk about that anymore. I already did, and I'm trying to get through it. So, but this beautiful items reminds me of him and all his greatest accomplishments. Let me get a brush so I can. Ooh, look at that! Oh my god, I'm so excited! Oh my god, and it's so easy to get it out. This one and the other brand has the cutest thing, but the other brand doesn't give us this stands. These are good because see how it moves? But this little knob thing, so the little stands, the cork stands make and you could probably hear stuff if you want to, because you have to actually put So if I was to have the converter, I would have to do it like this and then twist it and then put the this back in. That's how we that's how we do it. Ooh, I'm so excited. This is really nice. It's really good with the hand. And it lasts a long time because I've heard people say, yeah, I'm really happy about this. It feels different. And it's not, ironically, it's not heavy because it's aluminum. It's not heavy. So, I'm going to get another one over here. Probably a different, bigger nib. I like the broad ones. And let me go get, I think this might be a medium nib, not a entirely. Oh, okay. Can you guys see okay? Is the light okay? Yeah, I think it was just me. Okay, I got my this um, brush thing because I don't want my regular brushes to suffer with the ink. Okay, we're gonna do this. Oh my god! Oh my god, no. No, 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 no. I have I have ink that is not supposed to be. Okay, see, this is the only thing I don't like about the it has the bristles have whatever I did last on it. See how it's coming out like violet? I don't know. I think I used it for Sumi ink or something. Because Lord, I cut it. It was trying to mix with this ink, but I cut it. So maybe, yeah, now it's coming out. Now the water's coming out the way it's supposed to. Okay. Yeah, see? Whew. Yeah. So just ignore the middle part. It's supposed to be peach, which is the color on the outside. Just ignore that center. Oh, you guys, I could see it has more, how do I say it? I really like inks, you guys, and you know what? Inks go a very long way, and you could watercolor with them. I really, really do, because you could sketch with them, and it's like easy. You could write with them. It's like you feel fancy. And with all my notebooks that I have, yeah, look at that. So just ignore the middle part, but I still did pretty good. So right around the outside of the vial, it's the way it's Georgia peach now. But you could tell these little specks, it's actually the shimmery. And then they gave us extra shimmery. I love me some shimmery. But that's really nice of them. I thought it for a moment when I saw it. I thought it was gonna be like a test tube from another color. That would have been cool. But extra shimmery is always. Look at that, how cute. I think this is the biggest one I have. Oh yeah, 45 millimeter for $16. And mind you, people I guess must have found out about them because I didn't know. I don't remember how they popped up in my radar, and that's how I ended up buying it. But and I was like, oh, alchemy! Oh my god, like it's a sign. Um, and then I was like, oh, there's only six, yay! And I was the one that I was gonna get, which is kind of like a reddish color. It looks like this, but um, it actually paints like that. This one looks like that, but it paints like that. So I was like, I'm gonna collect all six of them, and then the other one sold out, so I had to get this one. I'm like, that's okay. I'll just get the other ones for my birthday or something like that, and I'll collect all six of them. But yeah, this is worth it. Look at the shimmery. I think I noticed it's a little bit lighter than my other one. than my the other one that I have, the Ferris wheel. That one's a little bit thicker. So I guess so. We now, since I have here my water brush, now we're gonna do some. Okay, I have to put this over here, and then we're gonna do a little bit of watercolor. Now that we have our stuff out and we're feeling good, you know, hope you guys get some nice presents or giveaway. I don't know. I'm only waiting for one more. Everything else I already did it before you guys' eyes, so I'm good. I just want to play around with more of my stuff that I have. But for now, we're going to make this bleed a little bit in remembrance of my formerly German teacher turned into a friend. I already explained this, but in case you came late, which is most of you, this half a breath is for fall when he passed away on 28th of September, and the 5th of December, which is here, the other arc, which is Christmas and also December, the day of his birth. So fall, birth. That's how that works. That's how I want it. And you know what? There's no coincidence. No wonder I was wondering why I was my third project. The first project I dedicated to him, and thankfully he saw it. He said it was lovely. Then he passed away, and I didn't know. And then at the end of my project, which was already actually a week after his original birthday, he he it was angel wings. So ironically, things don't happen like that. Like there's no coincidence basically. So I think it had to be that way. Now, while he left this earth, I feel like I gained another angel, even though I wish she still would have been here with us. But some people are meant to touch our lives and they're meant to go. Sometimes I feel they go because they feel a lot of suffering or they're suffering too much in this world. So maybe his parents said it was time for him to go and they took him. But regardless, I keep hearing him telling me that it's okay, it's alright. So maybe I wanna I want him to come in my dream and let me know what he really thinks, you know? Yep. So I just want to have a good year ending, and yeah, just like I said, I will always remember him. A man who humbled himself to his student in order for me to absorb and learn his native language in a non-traditional way. Could you believe that? That's that's something else, you know? That's really something else. I would always be grateful that I met him and that we crossed paths. He was, even though he told us he didn't believe in like ghosts and stuff or whatever, he did tell me one day without me asking him that he was grateful that we crossed paths. For some reason, I was like a lesson for him, but like we were just meant to cross paths. I believe. So there we go. I'm gonna put more watercolor, but off camera. For now, I actually sketches with Inktense pencil. This is why I love Inktense pencil, because you could make it bleed and then like watercolor. And if you don't want it, then you could easily rub it off or put some more gouache or whatever, and no harm, no foul, you know? but I do like this. So now we're gonna do the rest for Christmas and his life here. Yeah, he was only 58, you guys. Unbelievable. I'm still kind of shocked. If I am like this, I could only imagine how his wife and his daughter and his mother-in-law feel. His mother-in-law lives out here in California, actually close to me. She lives here in Lancaster. And 2 years ago, over 2 years ago in the fall, he was actually here visiting her. He was visiting Joshua Tree, which is about an hour and a half from where I live. And I was in Long Beach, and I was like, oh, we're so close to each other. I wish I would have known. But that would have been the only time we would have crossed paths here. But I think he was with his family, so he didn't want to like get out of his way, basically. But I was like, you probably passed my house on your way to Joshua Tree. And yeah, he just laughed. And yeah, that was, he used to come to California often. And he had his brother, his up in San Francisco area where he did his studies. Yeah, yeah. I'm doing like refs because of the seasons and given the time, but he used to tell us that like you know crowns and stuff like in the Hispanic community are meant when people pass. So this is kind of like my homage to him in that sense, basically. I sketched this from the book and then I just allowed my hand to kind of do whatever I needed to do, the little scribbles and stuff, to make it look, you know, kind of even in this. This is a poinsettia, like a flower poinsettia that I did on his behalf for him. Yeah. It's almost like he went back, like when you're born. That's why you pass, because you're you're everything that you're meant to do in the world, you're done already. Let me see what you guys said. I'm sorry for. Oh, thank you guys. Livy, Walmart sent me some Walmart cash, so I did like you bought myself. Oh, nice, fam. Yeah, there you go, girl. That's what you gotta do. That's what I do all the time. Yeah. Weird how have I would have not found out today. Like I would still would have known that he was still here. But like I said, I saw all the signs, so I knew something was up. But I was so caught up in my own world, I guess, in my own selfishness, then you know that I didn't really pay attention that he are. But at least I'm happy that he saw my painting that I did. Now that painting has a whole different meaning, and when I bring it home, I think I'm gonna add more like gold on the edges and and because I have to paint all the mark on the borders. So I'm gonna add a little bit more to make it more. Um, it now it's gonna be in dedication of him, but when I originally made it, it was to pay him a tribute based on a photo that he had taken, and then I put a sky in his original photo. He didn't have a sky, but I added the flowers were because of a photo he took. But in his photo, he didn't have a sky, but the sky was from where I'm from here. So it's like I combined the two. Look at that. So see, um, something simple. I'm gonna add more color. The Inktense really does. The Inktense uh, color pencils really do a good job. They have a very softness to it. The color that I sketched, this one I added a little bit of the green gold, but the red that you see is a cherry red. It's a really nice color. I thought it went well, and then I could add whatever watercolor I want. But I did it on this little shimmery thing, and I think I'm gonna do here like trace like the German flag by his around his name. And yeah, this is how I will pay him tribute to the man who who encouraged me to get an MA, and now I know I have two of each, two BAs, two BAs, two. I'm gonna have two MAs. Yeah, so yeah. Well, that's all I have for you guys. I hope I didn't make you all sad and a happy day. Today I do celebrate Christmas. To for us tomorrow is just like a regular day, even though we're gonna eat tamales tomorrow because my stepdad said like he didn't want me or him to make it. So I'm like, okay. So yeah, today is a lot of it rained while I was halfway through this live. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna go to sleep earlier, like watch a German film. And it's funny because I did started one the other day, but I'm probably gonna watch a different one. And also because my German has been bothering me. Like every time I need to go over it, I need to watch a movie. That's how I go over it. But I don't mean to be a like I said, I almost didn't want to do this live, but I was like, no. I managed to calm myself halfway through the day when I talked to my former tutor, and she told me she forgot to tell me, but she found out around October. And I think it was just meant to be today. And remember how I got sick when I was about to unveil this on Sunday? There was a reason for that. And I think it was that I was meant to know today because in Germany, if you're in Europe or any Latin America, Feliz Navidad, um, because Buenas Nacht, Ich am Stollen for me, if you're in Germany. It's their bread. It's like panettone, but it's German. It's very good and it's white. Um, yeah, I think it was just meant for me to know today while I was doing it because everything kind of aligned. So yeah, it was very hard. But I'm not sad anymore. It's just life, you know. It's just life. What can I say? Today we're here. Tomorrow we may not. And age doesn't matter. Um, you can be young and you could be old. You could be in between. It doesn't matter. Like, when you're meant to go, you just go. Um, so yeah, make every day count. Like I said, I didn't have my last of coffee with him, but one day we will see each other again and in the afterlife, and it will be all good. But for now, you know, I will continue and and gracefully turn into what will be my new field, um, which I'm happy. Like I said, he was my last professor there was very old fashioned, very respectful, very how I was brought up. Um, yeah, so I hope you find this inspirational and make sure that if a loved one or someone that you know is reaching out, there must be a reason. So don't take it for granted. Have a wonderful holiday, and I hope all of you have warm things and a very good dinner and watch some specials or whatever. I watch the NFL tomorrow along with other things. And yeah, like I said, I'm probably not gonna make a live on Thursday, but Friday I'll be back. If I do, I will let you know, but I think I need a few days off. So, yeah. So, this turned out well. This turned out better. And I'll see you guys another time, okay? Have a lovely holiday season. I'll see you guys Friday. Take care. Bye bye.